Hello, Libra. How are we doing? It's me, your girl, the Kinky Witch, and I'm coming through with your October Midheaven career reading. Now, Libra, y'all know the drill by now, right? Your Midheaven can be found 12 o'clock on your birth chart, and it is your 10th house of career, professional career, your public persona, professional persona, right? How are you viewed by the general public? Like, what are you known for, especially when it comes to professionalism and career, right? Where's your career headed? So we're going to be using the Sacred Rebel Oracle deck. We're then going to be wrapping it up with the archetype oracle cards, and of course we'll be coming through with some tarot to clarify the message that Spirit has for us. Divine Mother, Father God, angel ancestors and guides, I ask that you allow me to say and see all that I must. Librans are your children, Divine, and I ask that you give us clarity of sight. What is it that you want them to know for this month for their career? Now, Libra, when you see this, it's going to be the middle of the month. That's when I'm going to release all the Midheaven readings. It's the middle of every month. So let's see what the Divine has for you to say, right? This should bring you over, based on when I post these, from the middle of the month, so the middle of October to the beginning of November. So the energy is gonna run through the middle, end, and beginning, right? Middle of October, end of October, and beginning of November. And then when I do the November readings, vice versa. All right, so let's get to it. Let's see what the cards have to say. What's the guidance, Divine? All right, Libra career, what's the guidance? When I was, one at a time, don't let me have to just pull randomly from the top. When I was getting ready, this Dua Lipa song just popped in my head. It's like, baby, I don't care what they say is for me. Something, something together. Something, something tonight. Baby, you and I. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. Hold on, I don't care what they say is for me. Like, that's what I'm hearing. So, is someone telling you what is for you? Is someone trying to tell you what's best for you, especially in your career? All right, cards. I'm going to give you one more shuffle. I'm going to pull from the top. Thank you very much. After the storm, Libra, after the storm. After the storm is coming out, it's number 1 in this deck, okay? The sun's coming out. Spirit is sending out your animal guide. It's like they're giving me when from the Noah's Ark, right? Where Noah sent out the white dove, and when he came back, Noah realized, okay, the water hasn't receded. But then when it sent it out again, when the dove didn't come back, Noah knew that the waters were receding, right? Because the dove found purchase, it found somewhere to land, so it was going to come back. It only came back because there was nowhere else for it to go. So after the storm, what storm are you going through in your career right now? Because this is indicating that things aren't right right now. And so by the middle of the month, when you get this, the ship will be right setting. So what are you supposed to be doing after the storm, right? What are you supposed to be doing after the storm? And are you going to be wise enough to handle it correctly? The owl annotates wiseness, right? The owl signifies wiseness. All right, what else? What else? What else? What else? It says Pandora's gift, number 45, but it breaks down to 9. Pandora's gift. Now, Pandora is said to have opened the box and let chaos out, right? But in the book, I know the meaning is different, so let me find that real quick. 45. So it's like, what I'm getting from this, and I'm not gonna lie, first when I looked at it, I saw her face. I'm like, don't do anything silly, right? After the storm, don't do anything silly. Don't be vindictive, Libra, right? You can be unbalanced at times. That's just the truth. Don't come at me. So it says, there's a mythic woman much maligned throughout history whose name means all gifted. Pandora lives within us as our curious nature, yearning to conquer chaos, evil, and darkness with the light of knowledge. She is the hopeful voice of our soul that asks the questions and is doing so. And in doing so, triggers the process that brings the answers. Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of our world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. Okay. With that being said, are you ready to leave? Remember, we're talking about career opportunities here. After this storm, are you going to be leaving where you are? Are you going to be leaving your situation? Are you looking to leave your situation now, Libra? That's the question right here. This says Pandora is all gifted and all giving. Her presence invites you to forego your belief in judgment. Now's the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another. Some terrible happening. This is where I go back to saying, when I took a look at her face, I was like, do not go into your unbalanced side. Whatever slight you feel someone has done to you that has now put you in the middle of this storm, do not misplace anger, guilt, or frustration. Ask the questions that need to be asked, is the guidance here. To get the right information. Don't make assumptions. Do not make judgments, right? You want to get this right the first time. We don't like to revisit things that we can get right the first time. So ask the important questions, right? If you're a manager, a supervisor, or a subordinate and you're caught up in the middle of the storm, you know, when it clears or when somebody returns, ask the question why. What happened? Ask the question. Do not hold it against somebody. Do not malign someone, right? Sometimes we go through lessons so we can learn and, you know, be grateful to those people. I'm not saying as a supervisor be a pushover. Absolutely not. But what I am saying is make sure you're making this decision, whatever it is, from a balanced space and not from your egoic, manipulative, because not for nothing I'm seeing tentacles here, which is giving me sea witch vibe. All right, you can be unbalanced, Libra. I love you, but you can. Okay, I got a Libra descendant, so I know. All right, one more card, please. This deck is new. I hardly use this deck. Like, it's so hard to, like, it's so silky is the best way to explain it. There we go. One. I just want one. All right, I'm going to pick from the top. And I'm going to cut it so you guys can see. I'm going to pick from this one. It says releasing allegiances. Yeah, you're cutting and running. Whatever that was, whatever this storm was that you went through, you cutting and you running. You're releasing your allegiance to people. You're releasing your ties to people. These are flat. Oh no, these are bees. These are honeybees. You are not allied to anyone, right? You're cutting and running. This hive no longer fills you up. This hive no longer fulfills you is what I'm getting here, right? Because the bees stay very loyal to the queen bee, and I feel like you're cutting your allegiances with this. You're like, okay, you're asking the questions, and 10 is a completion, right? Because this is a 10. You're asking the questions like you were in a storm, and like you're once you get out of it, you're asking the questions so you can make a balanced decision. Or I ain't gonna lie, I still see some of you about to get like shaky, shaky. In the words of Jake, shaky warrior. But there's pause here. Because if you're going to leave, make sure you leave on good terms. If you're going to leave, make sure you don't create a further storm. But I see you cutting ties and running, right? You're releasing your allegiance to people and recognizing your only allegiance to yourself, right? Secure your own oxygen mask. All right, let's clarify this with some tarot and see how further, how deeper we can get with this, right? So, all right, divine. You're telling them that, you know, this storm will end, to make their decisions from a balanced space. Yep. To make their decisions from a balanced space. So, 9 of Wands comes out. This tells me, yeah, you're in fight mode right now. You're in survival mode right now. This storm is bringing you to a place where you don't want to go. Really don't want to go. You know, it's forcing you to protect yourself. I feel like you're in meetings having heated discussions, or having to discipline or talk to employees, or being disciplined, like having to fight for yourself as well. But yet still you're standing in this Queen of Pentacles energy, right? Like you're all knowing, you're abundant. Like the Queen of Pentacles is like a mother energy. She knows everything, right? So, and then also you're abundant as well. So I feel like this time is positioning you. It's leveling you up. Because I feel like in this time, in the storm, you're becoming the Queen of Pentacles, because you're having to learn additional things, having to do additional things, having to develop people, develop staff, right? Just develop product, develop content, whatever it is you're doing. But it's a burden though, right? 7 of Wands and 10 of Wands. This is a burden. This is a heavy lift is what I'm getting. And because of that, I feel like you're having to make some choices. This isn't what you signed up for. Like as much as you are in this you're going to develop this abundant energy, I just feel like this is too much for you. And it's like you kind of don't see an end, and you're like, I'm cutting and running. Like she's like, I don't see the end to this. I don't see the end to this. I'm out. Right? So Spirit is saying, make sure you're asking the right questions. Don't just make ad hoc decisions. Yup. Tower. This is coming for you. So this is free fall. Do you see how she's just free falling? She's releasing. When towers come through, it's for the greatest and highest good. Remember, I said that this is putting you in, this storm you're going through is putting you through this, developing you as the Queen of Pentacles. Right now, you're fighting, and this is a heavy burden. And even though you're developing the additional skills you need, I still think that you're making a decision to go. And something big comes through to solidify that decision for you. A tower comes in that is forcing you. Remember, Pandora said, ask questions. Ask the difficult questions that need to be asked. And with this Tower coming through, you're going to be made to ask those questions of your superiors and of the people that you supervise or you manage, right? Because do you want to, is this what you really want? Is this what you envision for yourself? And I'm getting a resounding no. Yup. Three of Wands, choosing to walk away. By mid-October, you're done with this and you're choosing to walk away. And this ship is being, like you're steering the ship magically. Like Spirit is steering the ship, giving you the power to steer this ship. You're walking away. And if it's not you walking away and you're operating, and I'm getting this hit, I'm talking to two people here because here's the Five of Wands. You're going to make somebody walk away with your behavior. You're going to be acting out. You're going to be in this unbalanced energy because you feel like this burden, right, was given to you. Like, you know, I feel like whatever storm this is, instead of asking questions and getting to the bottom of it and resolving stuff amicably, you're just going to be lashing out, right? Seven of Wands, Five of Wands, 10 of Wands. Like, this is a burden you were placed in. So, right? So if you are leaving, you're celebrating this. And this is important. I see three people. So I'm getting this very clearly. If you're going to act out and be in that negative, unbalanced Libran energy, three people are going to walk away and they're going to be celebrating. Like you made that decision for them. Your behavior made that decision for them. They're like, I'm done. I'm out. Bye. Peace. Or if you're balanced and you're asking questions, Libra, and you are getting answers, and it may not be the answers you want to hear, but it's the answers you need to hear, you're making that decision to leave and you're celebrating with your people, right? What is this releasing allegiances for Libra? Yeah, I'm getting Two of Wands. You're getting their choices coming for you, opportunities coming for you, the world is coming. Remember, this storm built up this managerial energy because the Queen is a queen. It's a queen. That's boss energy. This storm has helped you to identify and develop that skill. And the world is opening up to you because of that. And you're opening yourself up to the world. So you are cutting your allegiance, Libra. You out. You're out. Yes, you are. King of Wands energy. You are out. You're actively looking. Oh, Libra, you're actively looking. You made that decision. You're done. You're done. And again, I'm going to say this to you, Libra. Be balanced. Remember, karma is a thing. And if you cause somebody to go into a state of lack because of your actions, like by terminating an employee or causing someone to leave, right? You may think, oh, the world's opening up for me. It's great. No. Karma will come back, so be careful. I want you to be balanced, Libra. If you do have to terminate somebody, it's because you did it from a fair place. A fair place, not an unbalanced place. Yeah, whatever this is, somebody's walking away. Libra B, you are a manager or employee, somebody you supervise, right? This is giving me very professional, the hat and jacket. Somebody's leaving. Somebody's kicking cups and saying, fuck it, I'm out. Chucking up the deuces. Chucking up the deuces. Somebody's out, Libra. So are you going to be the catalyst of someone leaving? You're going to be the cause for someone leaving? Because you got pissed that someone left you in a lurch, left you with additional work, left you with a baggage. That's too much for you to bear when you should be able to bear it. Because if you're somebody's supervisor, you should be able to do the work and then some, right? Because you can't supervise people if you don't know the work yourself, right? But if you're choosing to leave because it became too much, then that's fine, because I feel like you're going to take your skills. Whoa, too much. You're going to take your skills and you're going to go someplace where you're going to be appreciated and rewarded. Remember, that was a King of Wands, a king, leveling up to a king, walking away, making boss-like moves and decisions. The world, with this Two of Wands, is your oyster. The world is yours. All right, let's get these final messages out. Libra. It says, teacher. Ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. I feel like you haven't been able to do that, Libra. Because I'm getting two sides here. I'm seeing for you, the light and shadow side applies. Because if you're able to get it done, and this issue still pops up with the storm, right? I can see it because you're manipulating the situation. It says manipulating or abusing students, teaching negative traits and destructive skills. Like, did you train your employees sufficiently? I'm gonna have to ask that question, that ass. Come on. Right? Did you train your employees sufficiently? Are you in this pickle because you didn't provide adequate training? And force people to do shit, and now you have to clean up stuff and you're pissed. Like I said, I'm seeing two stories here. I'm seeing Librans that are doing the work, giving the training, managing this hectic experience. And I'm also seeing Librans who didn't do the work. This hectic experience came in and they're salty. Right? Visionary. Capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard of personal gain. Shadow attribute is selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. Selling out. You out. You're going to take your skills, knowledge, and abilities and give it somewhere. Apply it somewhere else. Right? For those of you who are leaving, you're not telling nobody. You're just out. When they know you're gone, when you're gone, Libra. Right? You have visions of yourself elsewhere. All right, martyr. Light attribute, learning the transcendent nature of service to oneself or cause. Shadow, addiction to self-pity, right? Addiction to self-pity. But you can't lie. Learning transcendent nature of service to oneself or a cause, right? Learning that, is this what I want? Am I going to martyr myself, right? To be in allegiance with someone? Or am I going to be releasing that? Right? Because like, you're going to stay in this energy of self-pity if you're just doing what someone else needs you to do in a situation that you hate. Libra? Libra, you have a decision to make, it seems, by mid-October, going into November. Will you stay or will you go? And if you're going to stay, are you going to be using your light side of the teacher to teach, to train, to build? Are you going to be unbalanced? Right? Are you going to punish someone for making you go through something because you're upset about what shoulda, woulda, coulda? Right? Because remember, if you had taught them right the first time, they would have gotten it right the first time, Libra. Okay? Hold your vision for yourself. Hold the highest vision for yourself. Make sure you're always selecting what's right for you. And honestly, if you gotta go, go. You owe no one nothing. You are not allied to anyone but yourself, Libra. Period. Libra, this has been your message. Hope it was helpful. and I'll see you next month. Asheo.